Alright, and here asked me to do a little overview of the differences between the previous Stage 2 and the now current Stage 2. I'll start with, I'm on the highway here, so I'll start with here. One of the things I first noticed with the latest revision, that the latest one that he sent me, is the low end torque that he experienced, like on the highway in 5th gear. You see, I easily climbed up from 70 to 80 there, and that's just moderate throttle, about 30%. It doesn't take much effort at all. It makes it use of the car's lower end torque that didn't really get used before. It would just kind of, at that throttle percentage, it would normally just slip up. The torque motor would just kind of lock up and then hit 3,000. Kind of like right there what it's doing. So that's one of the major differences I noticed. It's noticeable in all the gears, especially 3rd, because the beginning of 3rd starts a little bit lower than 2nd gear in the rev range. Turning left here. Like, see right here, I'm only using probably 30% throttle, but the car's getting up to speed pretty easily. One of the other things that I've noticed with the Stage 2 is the shifting's a lot quicker. It was quick before, but it's noticeably, especially just cruising around normally around town, and it shifts pretty quick. I'll show you here in a second. See right there, it's shifting beautifully. It's noticeable through, all the parts of the rev range, but you're mostly driving around town and you're staying under 4,000, and it shifts great. I don't notice any issues with it being too harsh or anything like that. It's not like abrupt shifts that jerk you around in the seat. And that's about 50% throttle. Works great. Another thing that I noticed, I'll probably just add it in here and split the video. Takeoff. Takeoff is a lot different. I'm trying to think how I can explain it. Before, the stuff that comes, what you normally have for the original, just the regular tuning, the drive-by-wire and whatnot, it does a better job at getting the car off the line. I think it's something to do with requested torque and stuff like that. With the Stage 2, it gives you it's a good shove in your seat. That's one of the things I most noticed with this ROM, this Stage 2, is I'd be at a stop sign and I'd just give it the normal amount of gas that I normally would, and just quickly take off, and pretty good shove. I didn't think it would even be possible in an automatic car, but whatever's been tweaked for the newer, Stage 2, it's pretty awesome. I think I'll have to show you here shortly. The manual shifting, I could switch over and show that real quick. That's actually gone up. It's a little bit quicker. It's probably something to do with the shifts actually being a little bit more firmer and quicker overall, but they happen pretty quick. It's not going to be like dual clutch quick, because it's not a dual clutch transmission, but for what the transmission is, it's great. I don't have any complaints about it at all. And compared to the original Stage 2, like here, I'll show you, there's 4th, 3rd, 4th, 5th. I mean, it's quick. when it comes to driving around in auto, it's really good it's a little bit quicker at downshifting. Like I probably just went to 4th there. Let's slow down a little bit to show you. I mean, just like that. That was probably about 40-50% throttle. There's a quick jab and it downshifts. What I also notice is it grabs a little bit better when it downshifts. It's not so much like before you would hit the gas and it'd kind of do like the little bit of slip and then it'd lock and then you'd start pulling. Now it's more just kind of it's smooth and it just happens quick. I've been noticing after the transmission's relearned and everything, it drives. I don't even feel a shift sometimes. I'm almost astounded at. I'm watching it go from 3rd to 4th to 5th, and I'm just like, I don't even feel it shifting anymore. So it's great that it's shifting so quick and smoothly, and I'm not even noticing it. One of the other things I noticed is the throttle is more punchy. It wasn't like it was before, but it's more noticeable. You just kind of. It's better if you're in gear, like in a gear already, and it's held there. I mean, I'm 10%, 30%. The car just goes now. I was telling Ed about this, and I feel like this would be something great if you're like for track use, because like when you're coming out of a corner and you just give it a good amount of gas, the car just goes. It responds quickly, quicker than before. I keep telling him all the time, I love this ROM that he set me for this stage too. It's great. I didn't even think I didn't even think it was possible, honestly. I mean, it wasn't like I wasn't happy before. I was happy before, and now I'm even happier. I was like, I don't even know what to say. It's gonna be kind of a long video, but I'm almost to where I can actually show you the takeoff real quick. I wish you could see how the car actually physically reacts to slamming on the gas from a stop, but it's kind of hard. I mean, it's hard to see from. Even if I held the camera back, you wouldn't really be able to know what's going on. I plan on doing some driving video along with like a full-on tune review with, as well as the stage 2 included. You'll be able to see a little bit better how the car reacts to throttle inputs and shifts and all that. But overall, it's very, very refined. Shifts are very quick. It's very responsive, and as I said before, the most notable thing one of the things I noticed first off was on the highway, there was so much more torque that was at use from the throttle that wasn't really there before. The transmission would just kind of slip the torque converter, and then you hit 3,000, and that was it. That's just what you did. Now it kind of hangs above 2,000 or so a little bit, and then the car just pulls like crazy. And you also notice that in 3rd gear, it makes better use of the rev range that didn't make use of before. I think my turn's coming out here. Yeah, here it is. The downshifts are very quick. Upshifts are a little bit slower, but that's just how the car is stock. Very smooth. I'll do a quick stop here and show you guys. the takeoff from a stop's it's just unbelievable. It's not even like it's twitchy either. It's very controllable. You can either just take off normal and slow, or you can gun it and the rear of the car goes squat and the car takes off. It's putting a little bit of strain on my stock suspension. It's making it more apparent how much I really need to get a better, suspension on here and take care of the transmission and the rear differential bushings. It just goes. Driving around in the manual is, I didn't used to drive around the manual so much before, but I find myself driving around a little bit more now because it's like that's 30%. It just downshifts. I don't have to, mess with the paddles or anything, and technically it's quicker than hitting the paddle because your foot's already on the gas and it's almost like the pedal's thinking for you. Goes. And as I said earlier, once it downshifts, it locks up so much better than before, where it's right there, just grabs and it goes. But yeah, compared to the original or stage 2 and this one, it's definite difference. And as I was telling Ed, it's something that'd be enjoyable on the track. Like what I said, with the pedal being responsive, you're able to get the car moving around the corner a little bit quicker, or out of the corner a little bit quicker, and the shifts are quick, and the downshifts are quicker. So it's great. I'll just do a little bit of manual here real quick. I would like to keep these videos short, but it's kind of hard to drive around and record and talk and find places to drive where you're constantly using gears up and down, but doing what I can with what I have.